You told me at dinner a couple nights ago that if you had to do it all over again, you would not be a mentor.
No, I wouldn't be a mentor coach. I wouldn't.
I was shocked to hear that.
No, but and I think Sally has done the sums. If I put in the same effort in building my own net worth, I'd be worth $100 billion. Easy. And 2 Christmases ago, Sally and I sat down over Christmas, right after the hardcore, when Trump got elected in October. He's taken office in January. We spent a couple days talking about it because I had only one more seminar booked. I do that seminar and I go out there and she says, even if you make $100 billion, what's it going to prove for the QLA model methodology brand? Nothing. Dan could always do it. It's the fucking meatheads. And so I decided not to go out.
So it's not about the money at the end of the day.
No. I mean, Sally and I have plenty.
You chose that you didn't want to go down that route.
Correct.
Because you thought about it. You said, wait a second.
You're fucking right.
We could go all in, ride the Trump trade all the way, $100 billion. It'd be Bezos and you and Gates in there.
I mean, no doubt in my civilian or military mind, it's not. Because when you
But you're all about the fucking money, man.
Yeah.
And you chose not to get the money.
But when you can take a guy who has, this is a slight exaggeration, amoeba for a brain. Is one cell amoeba or a paramecium?
I don't know.
Amoeba for a brain. And he clocks up 40 million in less than a year. You are God. You are fucking God. And the self-confidence. And one of the guys, he says, he was wearing a 3,000 euro sports jacket at the last Zoom call. Now I could tell the meatheads in the Zoom, they're all in the pictures. And I said, Peter, and he says that it's still hard for him to spend 200 or 300 euros on a dinner when they used to go out to dinner once a month. Well, 200 300 euros isn't a lot of money on dinner, but he still has trouble with that. And he says, but my wife has made the transition to spending the money easier than me. Well, what a fucking surprise. And his wife has made the transition, from wanting him to leave and get his fucking job back. No, she says, I don't recall ever saying that.
And that feeling for you is amazing.
Yes, it's great.
And you take that over money.
Correct.
Which, to quote you from our very first episode, is the only thing people keep track of.
It is. But now we're keeping track of
the wealth you created for other people.
Correct.
Okay. Which is ultimately one of the most self-sacrificing thing you can do with your
I'm
life.
I'm not saying
But
Teresa.
come on, look at the track record, Mr. Peña.
Yeah.
25 years. You had a choice 2 years ago to change the whole game up. And I know you could have. And I think you didn't schedule seminars for a while because you really were thinking about
Correct.
this. So that's real. That's real.
Yeah.
And Sally, Sally's very smart. The two of you in a room, I'm sure you could have mapped out how to get to where you needed to be for the $100 billion.
No, I mean, it was between 4 and 6 deals. 4 and 6 deals, and
and yet you chose not to do that.
Not to.
Why? How do you explain that?
Well, I mean, you can only. I told you, and I told between $200 and $300 million is about where your life really changes. And even though I've never had the billions, I mean, I can see having 2 or 3 billion is not going to change my life anymore. Right now, we give a great deal of our money away, okay? To the 85% is Catholic-oriented in missions and orphanages in Asia and Sri Lanka, United States. So, I mean, the Catholic Church would have been the biggest benefactor if we make a bunch of money. And when I die, my kids get no money.
Right.
So I'm not leaving it. We even talked about, we'll change the trusts around so the kids get it. Because that was an option. Okay? And I said, no, it'll ruin them.
Okay.
It'll ruin them. So we went through the permutations. Not in a spreadsheet kind of way. And I decided that I would rather pull more bastards across the goal line. And and we have, the last 2 years, I made that decision in Christmas of 2016. 2017 and 18, and I said in 2017 it was the best year I had, except for the year I took Great Western Public, me personally, in wealth. Okay?
Okay.
And 2018 was better than 17. And so because I'm pulling more of you, and I am chairman of a half a dozen other deals, and now, what are you going to tell your grandkids and kids, your two boys and your daughter, that during the greatest transformation of wealth, what were you doing?
Well, maybe I'll tell them that I was helping people get across the goal line.